Today's January 22nd. It's a Sunday. I just did a quick half hour at the gym, and I want to just kind of dive in and talk to you about something that's been on my mind. We had a great weekend. We went up to New Hampshire with some friends, and we went to North Conway. We did a little shopping. We did a little relaxing in New Hampshire, and it was a great weekend. However, I wanted to address the topic of food anxiety, especially when you are going away and doing something kind of spontaneous, unplanned, and how that can affect you. And by food anxiety, I don't mean like when you're really anxious you eat more food, like people who stress eat. I'm talking about anxiety that is caused by the choices that you have to make around food. When you are pressed to make a decision about food, it makes you anxious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've probably never felt this way. There are some of us who struggle with making decisions about food, and that struggle is what causes anxiety. It's not like stress eating or anything, and it does often go along with disordered eating, but I think it can also just go along with people who are trying to make the right choices and putting a little bit of pressure on themselves. You know, if you've never experienced a struggle around making a food choice, then more power to you. This video is for people who are in my boat. And you're not alone if you're in the boat. It's a crowded boat. So I just did a quick Google search on food anxiety just to see what comes out. There's a lot of information out there, so look it up if you're struggling. But I just want to read something that I just read because it's like exactly how I feel. It's from marksdailyapple.com. It's an article called 7 Ways to Deal with Food Anxiety. So there's some tips down below. I'm going to link it in the description box. But I just need to read this because it really sums up why some people get food anxiety. He says, "We have the burden of choice and the burden of often conflicting information. From here, reflection can turn to chronic, tiring, or even oppressive deliberation, hence the anxiety, the excessive worry or unease about the outcome or impact of what should just be a simple food choice." There you have it. We have this burden of choice when we have information coming to us about calories and nutrition and what's good for you and what's bad for you and chemicals and no chemicals, all this info coming at us, and you're just trying to make the right choice for your life, and it's hard because there's just so much. For me, because things are so planned and I know the calories of things I'm eating, I kind of run into an issue when I am pressed to make decisions that don't fit this plan that I've been working on. In the 50-pound weight loss video, I talked about how I eat intuitively and count my calories, count my macros, try to stay within my plan, but also eat foods that make me happy. And it sounds all happy-go-lucky, and it sounds like I'm doing everything great. And for the majority of the time that it works and everything's great and it's awesome. But I just want to keep it real with you guys and let you know that I struggle with this. It's not something that comes naturally to me. And there are days, hours, meals that just don't align with all that cheery stuff I said earlier. And it's hard. On Friday afternoon, we ran into an issue that happens to me a lot on Friday afternoons. I'm trying to find a way to fix it, where I didn't want to have an afternoon snack because I wasn't sure what our plans were for dinner that evening, and if we were going to go out or do something fun, I wanted to save my calories for going out. But then what happens is, if we don't come up with a plan pretty quickly, I get over hungry, and that's not good. Not only do I get hangry, but then I start to get anxious about what are we doing, what are we eating, are we going out, are we not going out, and I tend to get, I have anxiety separate from food, so then when this is happening, it's like, and it's not fun. It ends up with me I was literally freaking out, crying, freaking out, because I didn't know what we were doing. So, it's a great thing to work hard and lose weight and track your calories and track your meals, but for people who don't know, it can be crippling for some of us who really struggle with this. And it's really hard because Pat said to me, just have a snack. And I said, I can't just have a snack. That's not how my body works. It's not how my plan's working. I don't want to mess up any progress. And then I was hangry by that time, and I was you know, when you're hungry, your blood sugar's low, so you're moody and you're, you know, it's just, and then the anxiety spirals because you're hungry and it's fine. I think there are people, it's amazing to me that there are people out there who, for them, like, eating dinner is just eating dinner. Like, every meal is just, well, whatever, they eat dinner and then they go on with their day, or they eat lunch and they go on with their day, and they don't have this big crippling thought process of like, oh, I gotta eat this and I have to eat that and I have to have food and calories and sustenance, but I can't go too much. And it's like, for me, it's been an issue like almost my whole life of like, food is this big deal, and for some people they eat and they keep going, and it's like, what? Teach me how to do that. Which we should be able to do that. That should be life. It should just be totally normal. You eat and then you go with it about your day, and you enjoy meals with your family and stuff, but it's easier said than done for some of us. You know, Pat finally eventually just went and made me a sandwich. It was like, here. Which was good because then I stopped being hungry and fixed it. And eventually we did make the plan to go up to New Hampshire, and we grabbed some snacks along the way, and we ended up having an awesome night, and I was able to, you know, put that anxiety away and kind of just go with the flow. And the next day we were up in New Hampshire, so obviously I hadn't like planned any meals or thought about it or anything, and I was able to take it like minute by minute, step by step, and just relax and enjoy the experience. I did have one moment of anxiety, and I did snap at Pat because of it, so sorry, Pat. But in addition to counting calories and being conscious of what I eat, I have a food allergy, so that just like, let's just pile in the problems. I had looked at the restaurant we were going to ahead of time online, and it said they had gluten-free options, but when we got there, it was a very like pubby atmosphere, and I was like, oh boy, I don't see this going well. And then the menu didn't have anything regarding that on it, so I started to kind of panic. Am I going to be able to eat? And I am also really bad because I'm really selfish when I go out to eat, and like, yeah, I could have just had a salad, but if I'm going out to eat, I want something better than a salad. So I should probably get over that. But this was so weird because I asked the waitress if they had a gluten-free menu, and she was like, no. Why, what are you looking for? A gluten-free option, ma'am. And she goes, well, we have gluten-free bread. Then yeah, you have a gluten-free menu. Hi, that's what I want. So I got a Reuben sandwich with fries, and guess what? It was delicious. It was in no way a calorie conscious decision, a macro or micro conscious decision. It was not great healthy, but you know what? It was delicious. I enjoyed my meal. I didn't feel guilty after, which is a huge step. I loved it. Not every meal that you eat has to be perfect, Instagram worthy fitness food. You can eat a sandwich out to eat with your friends, and you will not stall your progress. You will be fine. It's more about the overall quality of your choices, not every single specific choice that you make. And for those of us, you know, with anxiety who are trying to stick to something like this, it is hard to not get wrapped up in the little details of it, and just every once in a while remember, like, hey, you're out here to have fun, you're enjoying time with your friends, and eat a Reuben and enjoy it. The key is you can't eat a Reuben every day, you know, but every now and then, yeah, it's fine. Like today, I didn't gain any weight all of a sudden. Like, I'm exactly where I was. I didn't let it like spiral me out of control. I still went to the gym today. I have a protein shake over here that I have to drink. I'm gonna probably eat some crap tonight because there's a football game. So I'm having a protein shake now to make sure that I stay okay tonight. But I'm not gonna freak out. This isn't one of those videos where I have like 10 tips to deal with food anxiety, because guess what? I don't have any tips. I am bad at it too. But I just wanted to talk about it in case there's somebody else out there who's having the same struggle, because you are not alone. Like, dinner is hard for some people. We're in this boat together, whether it's hard for you to eat at all, whether, you know, you're worried about someone making a comment about like your weight, whether you're underweight, overweight, like there's so many ways to struggle with food anxiety. It's unreal. It's definitely something, you know, it goes along with disordered eating. It goes along with general anxiety. It can spiral. It's something that I talk about with my therapist. But just, I don't have any solutions most of the time lately. Because I've been eating better, I've been dealing with it better. Fun fact, eating better helps your anxiety. And just because I have had this plan and it's been working, I've been less anxious about my food choices because it's been working. But I just had to be honest, because Friday I was just like, it was not a good time. And I just want transparency here, and I want everybody to know that, like, this isn't a walk in the park. Like, I'm not saying, hey, you can totally, like, get control of your food and just do whatever. Like, no, it's hard. And there are moments of weakness that you have to kind of just stand up and overcome them and just do your best. Just do your best. So I'm kind of rambling and ranting, but I just wanted to share my feelings on that because it was a struggle. And I know there are other people out there who have this struggle of having anxiety about choices they need to make about food. But really, I just wanted to share with you guys that as well as this is going, I still have moments of crippling anxiety and hard decisions and wrong decisions and just struggles in general, and that if you're struggling, it's okay. Join the club. We have meetings every week right here on this channel. I want this to be a place where people can be open and honest and talk about real life. It's awesome to say, you know, we live intentionally and we're mindful and, you know, I'm losing weight and I'm saving money and I'm doing all these great things. And that's true, that's happening, but real life happens too, and it's okay to say, I had a hard day today. I couldn't deal with food at all. Or I could not go to the gym. I couldn't make it. Or I spent money. Whoops. We are human, and it is okay. When food is tied into your psyche, it's just so much harder. If you've ever used it as a reward, if you've ever used it as punishment, you know, if you're really struggling with weight loss or weight gain, in that, you know, either way, when it's a part of those things, it's so hard for us. You know, I'm really trying to look at food as fuel, and that's how you should look at it. That's what it is for your body. But just there's some of us where that's just harder, and I think if you haven't struggled with it, you won't know what it's like. But it's quite a battle sometimes. For me, food can be very emotional. I know some people who have literally no emotional tie to food whatsoever. Not the case here. It is involved in my emotions, and my emotions affect it. Something that I'm working on is just being more in tune with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but being aware of what emotions cause what results and responses, and kind of when being intuitive and being aware of that will help me kind of respond better in those situations. So I'm also going to include some pictures of our trip because it was really fun. And I had a great time, and yeah, just show you some cool New Hampshire fun. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below your thoughts if you want to share. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Have a great day. Good luck with all your food choices. Live in the moment, enjoy every minute, and we will talk soon.